What's going on today? This is David again. I just come to bring y'all another video. This video is going to be called Wild Beasts. It has to do with what you see happening to Jacob through the four corners of the earth. Slavery, police brutality, unjust killings by police. The list goes on. Unjust judgment in courts. Paying you money to kill you or beat you up. Shooting you on camera, but it takes 8,000 years to try somebody. Wild beasts. And the Lord controls all the beasts of the field, so he sends the wild beasts against Israel because they don't keep the commandment. So when you're in your bodega or corner store and you're getting yelled at or shot at by the store owner who's around devouring your loot, just know it's because you're not keeping the commandment. When that police officer pulls you over, he pulls a gun out on you, you don't know if today's the day. Just know it's from the Lord because you don't keep the commandment. And the more you keep walking in your pride, following this system and its every step and way, just know that at any moment the Lord could be observing you and take you out because your heart has abandoned your God. He's sending his prophets out day by day. All of you are seeing this, you're hearing it. A lot of you are just going to keep ignoring it until your time is up. Then you want people to cry for you and feel bad for you. No, Lord don't work that way. I don't wish death on anybody, but there's only so many times you can tell somebody don't cross the street when cars are coming. How many times someone got to tell you? You better lose your emotional thought. These countries where you Israelites are in captivity, again, you so-called blacks, Native Indigenous Indians, Hispanics, of Native Indigenous Negro descent, Pacific Islander, same background, confusion of face. You are not at home. None of these countries were made with you in mind. You're just there. Snap out of it. When you listen to this video, you're going to see why. Wild beasts. Let's get it, man. First and foremost, give all praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Let's give all praise to you, lost sheep of the house of Israel, and mankind who fears God, who's going to keep the order. Let's do it, man. Wild beasts. Sorry about the delay. Been working on a lot of videos and about to start putting out a lot of stuff. That's right. Wild beasts. Let's get it. Psalms 152. King David, man. Spoken by David when he was contending with the lion and the wolf which took a sheep from his flock. O God, come to my aid. Help me, save me, and deliver my soul from the slayer. Will I go down to Sheol by the mouth of the lion? Will the wolf be the end of me? Was it not enough for those who lay in wait for my father's flock and tore sheep of my father's flock? That's right. It wasn't enough for you, huh? Must they also wish the destruction of my own soul? That's right. Have pity, O Lord. That's right. He's praying to the Lord for it. He knows who to address. He knows. King David got the doctrine. He knows exactly what's going on. A lot of our people don't. You're too busy trying to shake hands with everybody instead of understanding your position first and then maneuvering accordingly. Let's read. Have pity, O Lord, and save your Holy One from destruction, so that he may rehearse your glories for all of his days and may praise your great name. When you have delivered him from the hands of the destroying lion and of the ravening wolf, and when you have rescued my captivity from the hands of the wild beasts. That's right, you are in captivity. I don't care what car you drive, you are still black. I don't care, you have no riches, no substance. You just have worthless currency and you're walking in darkness. Quickly, my Lord, send yourself a deliverer and draw me out of the gaping pit, which imprisons me in its depths. That's right, the gaping pit, you are in the belly of the beast. That's right, its depths. because they know about you and you don't know about yourself. The spirit of Satan rules here. He knows how to keep you in this pit. Schools, entertainment. You envy your oppressor. It keeps you in this pit. So this bread has to come from heaven to wake you up out of it. There's nothing wrong. I don't understand what's wrong with our people. Learning who you are is vital. Walking around in darkness, no other people on this planet are walking around like you are. They all have some sense of their land. They got a flag. They have a foundation. You don't. You're trying to build a foundation on something that's not yours. And you think you're wise for it. It's not good. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast. Right, because the beast was to pay obeisance to Adam. So you would regard a righteous beast. But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. That's right. They do you dirty out here. They did Rodney King dirty. They did, what's the brother's name? I saw that one, Ronald Green. They did him dirty. Um, the list goes on. You're in their custody, and all of a sudden you expire. What was the sister's name? Was it Sandra? Sandra Bland? They did her dirty. They took a picture of her, and it looked like she was already gone. Wild beasts, but the Lord sends them against you because you're not keeping the commandment. Eve and Adam, excuse me. Nobody is off the hook. The Lord doesn't play that, oh, she's a woman stuff. The Lord doesn't play that, oh, she's an elderly person or he's an elderly person. That's my child. The Lord does not play that. What is your spirit inclined to? And that's how you men have to start looking at people in your circles and around you. Where does their spirit incline? What you see with your eyes means nothing. It's where their spirit inclines that matters. Let's read. First book of Adam and Eve, chapter 7, verses 1 through 9. When Adam and Eve heard these words from God, they wept and sobbed yet more. But they strengthened their hearts in God because they now felt that the Lord was to them like a father and a mother. It's like King David. He's going to get counsel from his God about the wild beasts. He's not trying to get a check because they killed his sheep. Let's read. And for this very reason, they wept before him and sought mercy of him. Then God had pity on them and said, O Adam, I have made my covenant with thee, and I will not turn from it, neither will I let thee return to the garden until my covenant of the great 5 days and a half is fulfilled. Then Adam said unto God, O Lord, thou didst create us and make us fit to be in the garden, and before I transgressed, thou madest all beasts come to me, that I should name them. That's right. So the righteous line, Adam, who was made after the image of God, he's the face of the Lord, he named the beasts. He has dominion. Let's read. Thy grace was then on me. That's part of the grace, knowing that you're supposed to be in dominion. Your forefather, ancient forefather, was given grace and power from the Heavenly Father in Yahushai to name all the creation of the earth. But who does that now? They stole it. They just trick you. They make you feel like you're nothing because they're wild beasts, the wicked. And I named every one according to thy mind, and thou madest them all subject unto me. That's right. Subjects. They are to be your subjects because Adam is Lord. He's keeping the commandment. He's Lord. When he breaks the commandment, let's read. But now, O Lord God, that I have transgressed thy commandment, all beasts will rise against me and will devour me, and Eve thy handmaid. That's right. Because you don't keep the commandment. And will cut off our life from the face of the earth. That's right. They're putting you in the dirt. That's right. You see how that one brother, man, in Chicago, police said he felt threatened, shot the kid 16 times. Wild beast. Let's read. I therefore beseech thee, O God, that since thou hast made us come out of the garden, and hast made us be in a strange land, thou wilt not let the beasts hurt us. That's right. Now you're in your captivity. You don't want these beasts to hurt you? Let's read. When the Lord heard these words from Adam, he had pity on him, and felt that he had truly said that the beasts of the field would rise and devour him and Eve, because he, the Lord, was angry with them two on account of their transgression. That's right. So if you're a man of the Lord, you should be angry with your people on account of their transgression, but you should love them enough to teach them what they need to do. They don't get a pass. Jacob doesn't get a pass. You don't give people passes for being willingly unrighteous. What did it say about Jared? Jared was screaming, warning his people. This is a warning to you. You are different from everybody else on this planet. If you are adverse from your God, he will control everything around you to destroy you. Let's read. Then God commanded the beasts and the birds and all that moves upon the earth to come to Adam and to be familiar with him. Right? They don't do that anymore. No one knows who Jacob is or Israel is, because you need to be familiar with who man is, and not trouble him and Eve, nor yet any of the good and righteous among their posterity. Right? So the wild beasts will not destroy Adam and Eve, and the good and righteous of their posterity, his seed line. Let's read. Then the beast did obeisance to Adam. That's right. They're going to bow to your feet because they're subjects. He's a prince. Let's read. According to the commandment of God, except the serpent, against which God was wroth. It did not come to Adam with the beast. Right. The serpent don't like you. God is wroth. That means it's a very strong, almost hatred. Hatred. He's wroth with the serpent in his line. Let's read. That's right. First book of Adam and Eve, chapter 34, verses 1 through 11. And on the morning of the 43rd day, they came out of the cave, sorrowing and weeping. Their bodies were lean, and they were parched from hunger and thirst, from fasting and praying, and from their heavy sorrow on account of their transgression. That's right. When you start studying this word, learning what's going on, you learn how you're sinning. You're lucky to be alive. You learn the fear of God. And when they had come out of the cave that went up to the mountain to the west of the garden, there they stood and prayed and besought God to grant them forgiveness of their sins. And after their prayers, Adam began to entreat God, saying, O Lord my God and my Creator, thou didst command the four elements to be gathered together. And they were gathered together by thine order. Then thou spreadest thy hand and didst create me out of one element, that of the dust of the earth. And thou didst bring me into the garden at the third hour, and didst inform me of it in the cave. Then at first I knew neither night nor day, for I had a bright nature. Right. There was no darkness for Adam. Neither did the light in which I lived ever leave me to know night or day. Right. He was always in his perfection at that time. He knew who he was. There was no darkness. Then again, O Lord, in that third hour in which thou didst create me, thou broughtest to me all beasts and lions and ostriches and fowls of the air, and all things that move in the earth, which thou hadst created at the first hour before me. And thy will was that I should name them all, one by one, with a suitable name. But thou gavest me understanding and knowledge, and a pure heart and a right mind from thee. Right. So the mind of man is from the Lord, the righteous line. There's good on the earth and there's evil, and they're hiding the righteous. That I should name them after thine own mind regarding the naming of them. O God, thou madest them obedient to me, and didst order that not one of them break from my sway, according to thy commandment, into the dominion which thou hast given me over them. But now they are all estranged from me. That's right. Then it was in that third hour in which thou didst create me and didst command me concerning the tree, to which I was neither to draw near nor to eat thereof. For thou saidst to me in the garden, when thou eatest of it, of death thou shalt die. Right. If you don't convert and you keep eating the fruit of this tree here, you're going to die for it. And if thou hadst punished me as thou saidst with death, I should have died that very moment. Chapter 42, verses 1 through 12. Then Adam rose and prayed unto God, saying, See, this fire has made separation between us and the cave in which thou hadst commanded us to dwell. But now, behold, we cannot go into it. And God heard Adam and sent his word that said, O Adam, see this fire, how different the flame and the heat thereof are from the garden of delights and the good things in it. See the fire in your cave. Remember this. We're in the captivity, the 7 mountains that are on fire in Enoch. It's different. You're not in your garden. You're not home. You're being entrapped in the pit. When thou was under my control, all creatures yielded to thee, but after thou hast transgressed my commandment, they all rise over thee. Right, they're all the Gentiles around you Israelites. They got everything because you don't keep the commandment. Let's read. Again said God unto him, See, O Adam, how Satan has exalted thee. He has deprived thee of the Godhead. You had dominion. You don't want dominion. You want to keep. You want to go to Yale. You want to be an NBA player, right? And of an exalted state like unto me, and has not kept his word to thee, but after all is become thy foe. Right? He's your enemy. Right? He's your enemy. He just uses you. It is he who made this fire which he meant to burn thee and Eve. Right? All these tricks and deceptive things in the countries you're in, schools. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's one of the biggest problems with our people. Churches. It's these things are built up to keep Jacob deceived. Remember what the scriptures say. The other beasts, they're like decoration. Adam and Eve are there to have life in the earth. That's who matters. They are part of the ordinance of God. The wicked know this. It's all to deceive you. Why, O Adam, has he not kept his agreement with thee? Not even one day, but has deprived thee of the glory that was on thee when thou didst yield to his command. Right. Where your kids at on Monday morning? Where you sending them? You yielding to his command. Where are you taking your daughters and where your daughters going? Where are they at? Oh, they with the wicked, yielding to his command because you look at him like God. Your daughter wants to be a model on Instagram. Your son wants to be a football player. You're yielding to the command that God has given you here. The wicked God. You better understand this. Let's read. Thinkest thou, Adam, that he loved thee when he made this agreement with thee? Or that he loved thee and wished to raise thee on high? You're not going to catch up with him. He's not trying to raise you up to exalt you. But no, Adam, he did not do all that out of love to thee, but he wished to make thee come out of light into darkness, and from an exalted state to degradation. Did a good job of it. Now you're in projects, reservations, right? From glory to abasement. Yeah, you're the base of the people out here. From joy to sorrow, and from rest to fasting and fainting. That's right. He didn't bring you to your rest here. You're not in your rest. Fasting and fainting. You know what that means? You're not getting the word. You're not getting the truth here. They brought you here to keep you from knowing who you are so they can keep power. Everything is spiritual. Everything. God said also to Adam, see this fire kindled by Satan around thy cave? See this wonder that surrounds thee? It's a wonder. Remember what John said, what he saw? Babylon? You see these buildings out here? It's a wonder, right? You're mesmerized by it. You're enamored by it. You see Vegas, New York, Texas, California. It's a wonder. Let's read. And know that it will encompass about both thee and thy seed. Who? Adam and his seed. It's going to compass you about. When ye hearken to his behest, right? You desire it so much. Then you're getting slaughtered. That he will plague you with fire, and that ye shall go down into hell after ye are dead. That's right. You think these celebrities that are dying of our people, that you think they're so great, you think they're going somewhere good? No, they're enamored by the world. We're not supposed to be friends with the world. We're not friends with the world. Nor friends with people who are friends with the world. They're going to hell when they lose their life. Let's read. Then shall ye see the burning of his fire, that will thus be burning around you and your seed. There shall be no deliverance from it for you, but at my coming. In like manner as thou canst not go into thy cave by reason of the great fire around it, not until my word shall come that will make a way for thee on the day my covenant is fulfilled. That's right, because you got to know how to get in the door. Not until his word comes. This is the bread that comes down from heaven. That's right. There is no way for thee at present to come from hence to rest, not until my word comes. Who is my word? Then will he make a way for thee, and thou shalt have rest. That's right. Then God called it with his word to that fire that burned around the cave, that it part itself asunder until Adam had gone through it. That's right. Just like the angels coming to get Lot. You're not going to burn it up until you get his righteous out. Then the fire parted itself by God's order, and a way was made for Adam, and God withdrew his word from Adam. That's right. The life of Adam and Eve. You keep hearkening to the command here. These wild beasts gonna keep destroying you. You're not gonna get out of it. It's not gonna stop happening. God said to Adam, because you have disregarded my commandment and have listened to your wife, right? Because he listened to Eve to eat from the fruit of the tree of the serpent, right? To eat the fruit because she was deceived to eat the fruit from the tree. Forgive me. No, and that's what you Jakes do today. You do all these things on this earth so you can impress Eve. It's getting you destroyed. And it's you disregard the commandment of God for woman. That's a no-no. Cursed shall the ground be by your labors. You will work it and it will not yield its wealth. Right. You're not getting rich out here. You're carrying worthless paper. Thorns and thistles will grow for you, and by the sweat of your brow you shall eat your bread. Right. The sweat of your brow you will eat your bread. What are you doing? Running, practicing, shooting hoops, working jobs so you can get your little college education. It's nothing for you. It means nothing. Manifold will be your toils. You will be crushed by bitterness, and sweetness you will have no taste. Weary you will be, and yet find no rest. By heat exhausted and by cold distraught. You will labor incessantly, but not be rich. Right, you have no substance. You're not rich in the earth. Nobody takes you seriously. And you will grow fat, yet come to no good end. Even the beasts over whom you were given the dominion will rise up in rebellion against you because you have not kept my commandment. And the Lord turned to me and said, he's talking to Eve now, because thou listened to the serpent and turned a deaf ear to my commandment. You shall suffer the pangs of childbirth and agonizing pains. You shall bear children in much trembling. And within a single hour you shall come to the point of birth and lose your life. Like a lot of women lose their life on that birth table. So intense will be your anguish and your pangs that you will make confession and say, Lord, Lord, save me, and I will turn no more to carnal sin. To what? Carnal sin. What is Eve's big thing right now in the world? She's the number one advocate of education. I'm a black business owner. Carnal. And so by your own words will I judge you because of the enmity which the enemy has planted in you. Right. She's like that because she's with the serpent. That's right. Even though she's got a little brother on her shoulder who's going to take care of her. So she wants to follow whatever that God tells her. But the Lord's going to destroy you for that enmity. It's in her mind. She's probably right now, probably, I would say right now for lost Israelite men out there, Eve is your enemy. I would say that in some circumstances, not all Eves, but those who are really in this system, they're not for your cause. No, not at all, not at all. Psalms 49 verses 1 through 20. Hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. I will incline mine ear to a parable. I will open my dark saying upon the harp. Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heel shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. That's right. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever, that he should still live forever and not see corruption. For he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool, and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, the wicked. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. That's right. You have no substance, right? The wicked have removed everything from you. You're like the beasts that perish. This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their saying, Salah, right? This is the folly of the wicked. They don't know what they're doing out here. It's coming upon you. It's coming. Like sheep, they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them. That's right. Like the sheep, you're going to be laid in the grave. Death is going to feed on you, just like they did to the sheep. And the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But God will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me, Salah. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away. His glory shall not descend after him. Though while he lived, he blessed his soul, and men will praise thee. When thou doest well to thyself, he shall go to the generation of his fathers, they shall never see the light. Man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beasts that perish. Right, you Israelites, you don't understand this truth because you are in honor, but you don't understand you got to be with your Lord. You're like the beasts that perish. Let's read. You know what? I'm going to stop here. This will be part one, and then I'm going to do part two. The wild beasts.